welcome back to the pool. This is it. This is the final video of the pool season. This will be the only time you see me face to face in this video or hear me face to face in this video, because obviously I'm still really sick. Doing everything we can to get the pool closed today. I'm still really struggling to keep my oxygen levels up, so we're gonna film everything and then I'll do a voiceover later. As you can see, I'm still broke out. I'm still really struggling. But pool has to get closed today. The weather is changing so much and the water is so cold. There's just no sense in keeping it open, but it does actually look great considering I have not put any chemicals in it in 4 weeks. So sorry, it's like wobbling. So I went in and I did a really good vacuum. My husband brushed it and vacuumed the parts that I couldn't reach because I cannot get in the water right now, as sick as I am. And then I put a gallon of shock in it, put a little bit of Clorox bleach under the steps. Gonna let this run on recirculate for 2 hours. And then we're gonna get out our winter peel kit, our cover, get the steps out, get everything going. So you guys will see all that process. I'll record as much as I can, and then we'll get this video uploaded to you as soon as possible. Okay, so this is how we started. It was really dirty. My husband and I, we ended up going in and vacuuming and scrubbing everything and just getting it all cleaned up. I have been running the sand filter every day. You know, it's on a timer, but other than that, there's not been a drop of chemicals in this pool. So I guess the cold weather is what's kept the water looking so good. But as you can see here, I backwashed and rinsed and recirculated everything. And then I use my pump to drain the water level down. So it just makes it a lot easier if you do that. If you put it on waste and just let it pump the water out for you, it's a lot faster and you don't have to mess with your drain plug. I have never touched the drain plug on this pool. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to take a risk of it not going back in or it getting lost or anything, so I just use my pump. Once everything gets down below the level that your pump cannot clear, then you want to turn it off. But so I'm just showing you like what I did step by step as best as I can. This video is kind of all over the place this year, guys. My oxygen level has been so low that I can't really, up until like yesterday, I really couldn't concentrate. But as you can see, I did a gallon of liquid chlorine and then I did 2 cups of bleach where the ladder was, or where the steps were. Then I recirculated the water for 2 hours, and then here we are draining the pool, and I just let the pump do the work. You know, it's really easy. But once you get your water level down, you're going to start taking your pump apart, and this is where I start. This is just how I do it. You can do it in any order that you want, but I start at the top and work my way down. So and you see, you just let the water will finish draining on its own, and once it gets below those, that's the outtake. It will, you know, it'll stop where it needs to stop. So you're gonna see me set my phone down several times during this video because I was trying to do this by myself. But you just get everything unhooked, make sure there's nothing still connected to your liner. And this is the part you want to make sure you get all this took off, because this has to go in the house. It has to go inside. Well, I keep mine in my garage, but all of this goes inside. You don't leave any of this outside in the wintertime. I do leave my cylinder outside, but this winter, I'm not going to. I'm not going to leave it out because I'm changing my sand. My sand is unbelievably dirty. I think it's because we had so many leaves. I don't know, like the leaves that it went on through the skimmer. But I'm going to show you guys taking all these hoses off, because right here, this is why. These gaskets, for the love of God, do not lose these freaking gaskets, because they are almost impossible to find unless you buy all new hoses. It took us, we spent like a week 2 summers ago. We spent an entire week, I think you guys seen that video, trying to find the freaking O-rings for these pumps, and we could not find them. I take these gaskets, all of them, out of the hoses. I clean them, I dry them, I put them in a Ziploc bag, and they go in the house where there's no possibility of them disappearing. But I wanted y'all to see where all the gaskets are. So you see there's a gasket here that you I mean, guys, it's crazy. Like, you have to make sure that you keep up with these things, because if you don't, you can't use your pump. If you get air in this pump, it doesn't work, or it'll eventually blow it up. So I methodically take all these off, and this internal skimmer basket that's connected to the pump, I never empty this during the summer because my wall skimmer catches everything. But yeah, and we have so many freaking vines over here. I cannot wait to get rid of those things. But I do unhook all of it, and I take that off. Sorry guys, I take this off, this ring, and it's really, I have to lay my phone down to do it. But I take this off, I pull the skimmer basket out, and I clean it. I empty it out and clean it real good. And I don't think I show me actually cleaning it. I think I show me, like, dipping it out. But I take it in the house. I take this entire unit in the house, and I clean all of it. And there you go, another gasket. You want to keep that gasket put up. And there is a couple that I leave in that are just so tiny that there's like no freaking way. But see, that's all that was in that internal skimmer. That's why you need a skimmer on the side of your pool, because that internal skimmer doesn't do anything. So down here, this little drain, make sure you take that off, put it up with your gaskets, because if you do not take this off, the water is going to stay inside of that sand pump. And this is another one that I don't remove. I do not take that one out. I keep it in there. But that cylinder will stay full of water, and it will freeze in the winter, and it will bust, and then you'll have to buy a whole new pump. So make sure you take that off so all the water can drain out. And next, I'm going to unhook all these hoses, and there's my my inline shut off, which I love. You have to have one of those. That is how you're able to stop the water flow to your pump in case you need to shut your pump off and change a hose or whatever. And there's my ladder. We got the ladder out. I'm going to clean it up and get it covered. Always set it up on the deck and then cover it with a tarp and tie the tarp down on it or whatever. So I don't know why my video is moving so slow today. I do not understand. And this is just kind of like with our Pool Hacker Winterizer. I don't know much about this, guys. This is a new product for me. As you guys know, Pool Hacker did provide this for me. I chose the option for the 30,000 gallon pool. My pool is not 30,000 gallons, but from everything I saw and the prices, I would rather have too much chemicals than not enough, and this really doesn't look like a whole lot of chemicals. So I'm really hoping that this works. I'm going to be sorely disappointed if it don't, but if it does, Pool Hacker is going to really, really be my favorite people. In the swim kit that I used last year, it did pretty good, but it really didn't do near as good as the Leslie's Winter Peel. And I did get told that this product was very close, very similar to the Leslie's Winter Peel. So the Pool Hacker peels, you literally just pull these little tabs out of the back and throw them in your water. I don't know how they drain all the way out. I guess the way they're shaped. Maybe they float up on their sides once they get more empty. But you guys know I do a midwinter checkup, so we'll see what it looks like midwinter, and if I need to swap up, I will. But I'm going to hold out hope that this is going to work, because a lot of the reviews I saw were really good, and a lot of the pool openings I saw, they looked like they had did a great job. And I did cover the pool, but I did not film it because I covered it myself. And it took me like 6 minutes, and I can't smash that into this video. But we got everything covered, everything closed. I do have my privacy fences down. My deck is all cleaned up and everything's put away. And as you can see, Jackson laying there on the deck. We were wore out. It took me all day to do this because I'm so weak still. But this cover is also a product that was provided to me. And the company sent it, and they did not send a card. I have no idea what company sent me this. Nothing, no idea, because they sent it to me way back at the very beginning of summer. So I can't tell you who sent it. It just said 8-year pool cover. There's a 24-foot cover. My pool is 22 foot. So as you can see, it went on great. I did not put a winter pillow in here because still have to freaking use the sump pump to clean it off, and there's just no point in having it in there. So, and that's gonna be it, guys. That's it. I hope everybody has a great winter. I've enjoyed this summer with you guys, and we will see you next year for the pool videos.